Already Thursday. This week is flying by. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and over here on TikTok. Appreciate everybody popping in. Hope you're having a great day. We have 3 orders going out today. Kind of a strange mix today. We have 1 Poshmark, 1 Facebook, and 1 Depop. Another eBay shutout today. So we'll ship those 3 orders. We already picked those orders out of the garage. We got them here. As always, we'll go through the numbers, the dollars and cents, how much I paid for these orders, how much I'm paying in fees, how much buyers paid for them, and ultimately what I make in profit. That's what everybody wants to know, the profit at the end of the day. If you have questions, let me know down below in the chat. I also love hearing from you. I love hearing about your business. And so yeah, let me know what's going on in your business. You have cool sales, cool finds, or maybe challenges that you're up against. We like to talk about that. We have other resellers who are in the chat who are also people who are good to answer questions too. So even if I don't know the answer to the question, there's probably somebody else who is. Stuart Mann is in the house. Welcome back, Stuart. Sorry, yesterday the sound didn't work well on Facebook. Just couldn't get it figured out. I basically just restarted everything, set everything up just the way I normally do, and it sounds like the sound's good. So thank you for that feedback there. We got Bobby from Humphrey Treasure Trunk. Good morning, good morning. Looking good on YouTube. Thank you for that. It looks good, sounds great. Appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate that. Thanks for checking in over there. So yeah, whatever your flavor is, Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, you can watch live. How are eBay sales? My eBay sales lately have been slow, but thank goodness I cross-list them on 6 different platforms. So when one platform slows down, typically another one's doing pretty well. So, and that's the case. Poshmark's been doing really well for me the last couple months. Poshmark's actually outsold eBay the last couple months. If I miss a question or a comment, feel free to just drop it again. We just had a special guest on this morning, Jason Hayes, my reseller sensei, the guy that taught me 96.7% of what I know. He was on for our 9:30 start over on TikTok. You get an early bonus start on TikTok. If you go over there, we start the live at 9:30, and then we have YouTube and Facebook join at 10 o'clock. The reason is it's more of a technical reason. I can't carry this dang laptop out with me when I go out to the garage, pick all the orders in the morning. So we kick it on at 10 over here, but if you like the early start, see us picking orders, I oftentimes now will have guests over there in the morning too. So give me a follow over on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So follow wherever your pleasure is. Have you heard about Poshmark promoted sales? I'm not doing it. I have heard about that. I know it's been released. It's in beta right now. So I think people who are Posh Ambassador 2 status are the first people I think who are going to get access to that. I am Posh Ambassador 2. I haven't seen any messaging from Poshmark about it. So maybe I haven't been selected, or maybe I just missed a message. Had my first eBay return, listed a pair of jeans as stretch, not stretch, my bad. It happens. You're going to make mistakes. That won't be maybe that's your first, but it won't be your last, and that's okay. That's just part of business. Learn from it, move on, and sell more stuff. Glad everyone's Posh is popping. Yeah, my Posh has been pretty good. And it's not that Posh is like really up the last couple months. It's more that eBay is down. So that's why usually Posh is my number 2 platform, but eBay's just been so slow that Poshmark just doing its normal business kind of surpassed eBay the last 2 months. Kind of interesting. It's only 3 times I've been cross-listing on 6 platforms for 23 months now. In 3 of those months, Poshmark has been my number 1 seller. The other 20 months, it's been eBay. All right, so let's go in and start shipping these sales. You got questions, let me know. And of course, I want to hear about what's going on in your biz too. So our first order is going out on Poshmark. I love shipping Poshmark. We got a straight down golf polo. Picked this up back in November. It's a smaller size medium, but this is a good brand to look for. You probably won't see a ton of it. It's a younger brand, so there's not as much of it that's out there. It just hasn't had as many years to get out there into the world. And people tend to donate older stuff, not as much newer stuff. Our Oakley button-up shirts, a good pickup. I don't really pick Oakley. For me, has slowed down a heck of a lot. But again, I always encourage people to look beyond the brand. There could be some Oakley that's worth picking up, but in general, I'm going to pass on probably 90% of Oakley stuff. But look at the patterns, look at the material, look at the size. All those things are going to matter. And then comp those items. Just look up recent sales on eBay and Poshmark. But generally speaking, which is always dangerous when you're speaking really generally because we'll be wrong some of the time. Generally speaking, I do not pick up Oakley button downs. I used to. This is going out to Logan. Thank you, Logan. It's a Poshmark sale. Accepted a best offer of $20. Buyer pays shipping on Poshmark. Oh, I'm using the wrong bag for this. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Oh, got a predicament here. Got a predicament here. All right. We're going to use these free bags, these Tyvek mailers, free at USPS.com. These are not flat rate packages, but we can use flat rate packages with Poshmark orders. So, got another one of these. It's like kind of manufacturer defect. I can ship this in my own poly bag if I want to. There's nothing wrong with that, but those cost me like 6 cents each. And these Tyvek bags are free, so why not use those? I did not know they were not flat rate, just ordered. Yeah, the Tyvek envelope is not flat rate. The only USPS stuff that's actually flat rate will say flat rate on it. So this one doesn't say it. If you look at it real close, it just says mailing envelope. Doesn't say flat rate anywhere. So it's not flat rate. The only way for it to be flat rate is it will say flat rate on it. And there's a bunch of flat rate products. There's a flat rate, small flat rate box, a medium flat rate box, a large flat rate box. There's a padded flat rate envelope. There's a flat rate envelope. I think there's a legal flat rate envelope too. But if it doesn't say flat rate on it, it's not flat rate. Those are free, USPS.com. Some post offices will actually have this particular thing, the mailing envelope, the Tyvek. Some post offices will have that in stock in the physical post office too. I've picked them up there before. Odd time where I had to stop by the post office to drop some stuff off. I'd be like, oh, hey, they got some of these bags. I'm just gonna grab them since I'm here. We tend to stock a lot of the flat rate stuff in the post office because for people that's kind of easy for people who aren't shipping a lot that are just stopping into the post office. This is going out to Logan. That's our Poshmark order. First one out the door. Let's go over the stats for this item. And again, we're in Jason Hayes' reseller spreadsheet here. If you're looking for a spreadsheet to get you a little bit more organized with your business, check out the link up in my profile or at chris@peak.com. You get, with the discount code ThanksChris10, you'll get 10% off Jason's spreadsheet. I freaking love it. But don't take my word for it. Watch the videos that he has linked to the YouTube videos. See like what all the features are, how it works. I picked up that straight down polo shirt. It was a new brand for me on November the 1st. I picked up 3 straight down items. The other 2 sold pretty quickly, but this is a medium golf polo. And I also picked up that golf polo in November, which is not peak golf polo season. So now it's sold on May the 4th. It sold this morning for $20. I paid $5 for it. After fees, I'll make a profit of $11. It took 184 days to sell. And I think the 2 things that you see going on there are the power of size medium, which tends to slow down sales of items and decrease the sale price, and also the seasonality of a short sleeve shirt, picking that up in November. So those 2 things are happening there. Good brand to look for. Typically in a bigger size, I would expect that to sell quickly and for more like $25 or so. What are good items to ship in that? I ship a lot of clothing in that Tyvek bag. That's what I do. Those are free, yes. Can you link those? Just put into the Google machine, Tyvek USPS priority bag, and it will pop up. Joanne's got her first feedback. That's awesome. Congrats, Joanne. Send some positive vibes for Joanne. First feedback on a new account. That's so powerful to kind of get going. That must feel good. So congrats, Joanne's Unique Boutique. When you enter info into the spreadsheet, is it time consuming? I mean, you're watching me do it, so you can kind of see as it's happening. I think that's what you're asking. I'm doing it live here, so you can kind of see exactly how long it takes. I do it every day, so it's not like it's just part of my normal routine. So it's not like something that takes extra time for me. or not much extra time. Obviously, anything that you do, any task takes time. So our next order is an LL Bean shirt. This is kind of an interesting sale. I picked up, I think the final number was 44 of these LL Bean shirts, short sleeve, button down, Oxford style, kind of a heavy cotton. I picked these up back in October the 27th, to be exact. I picked up 44 of these that were donated by the same person. I know they were donated by the same person, not just because they have the same size and same style, but because they have dry clean tags on them with the same name on it. So I paid $5 a piece for these. I think I've only sold like 5 of them, but this is mediocre summertime inventory. This is going Facebook. It's going USPS first class. Let's grab one of these. So this is going to go on a 9x12 poly mailer. It's going to go first class, so I can't use a USPS priority item. It's sold on Facebook with Facebook shipping. So I printed the shipping label right through Facebook. The buyer paid $5.75 for the shipping label, but that went to Facebook. That didn't go to me. And this is going to Wilson. Thanks, Wilson. Wilson's in Montgomery, Alabama. So spring, summer, winter stuff, it sells year round. The premium stuff sells well year round. Like your bigger sizes, your really nice brands, your high sell-through rate items will sell all year round. But this is a low sell-through rate item with a ton of competition. It's an LL Bean short sleeve cotton shirt, plain, just like solid color, super, super common item. So that's, to me is mediocre summer and spring inventory. That stuff, when I pick it up in October and November, I'm expecting that most of it is going to wait until March, April, and May before it sells. And there we go. More mediocre LL Bean inventory going out the door. I didn't make a lot of profit on that, but again, I picked up 44 of these. It was 6 total listings, so there was multi-quantity listings. So it doesn't take me a lot of time. I just had to measure in photos for 6 items that amount of time, and ended up having 44 items listed. So I paid $5. This sold on Facebook for $19. Buyer paid shipping. After Facebook's fees, which are really low, 5%, I ended up with a profit of $13.05 on that item. So that's kind of really easy money for me. I probably still have like 38 or 39 of those. So hopefully those continue to sell and hopefully pick up in sales now that it's spring and summertime. Doesn't feel like spring or summertime here in Asheville, let me tell you that right now. It's been cold. The wind died down today, so it feels a lot nicer out there. What do we got here? We got Zep1 in the house. What's up? Found a Ralph Lauren purple label polo at Goodwill yesterday for $5.99. Dude, that's a crazy find. What a rare find to find purple label. Really nice. Did you comp out that one? I sold a purple label golf polo just a couple months ago. I feel like I got like maybe $49 or $45 for it. It was an older purple label tag. Nice find. That's cool. Got Great Joanne. Thanks everyone for joining in. Whatever your speed is, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, and we're on YouTube. We do this every morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. If you haven't subscribed over on YouTube, by the way, I've dropped 2 YouTube videos today. So full length, literally door-to-door thrift store action. So live thrifts, with a live interaction with people who are watching on TikTok. Those are posted up on YouTube. So you can watch me literally like as I'm picking up items, talking through why I'm picking that item up versus some items that are borderline that I pick up and I actually put back on the rack. So you can hear me talk through that exact process, which I think is a good learning opportunity. And it's good, clean fun. Going through the thrift store, you get to hear the tags clanking or the hangers clanking. You get to see all the brands. You get to see the stuff that I pass on really quickly without slowing down on. I think around $39 to $50 for that. Nice. That's a great find, Zep1. Love that. Thanks for sharing. Love hearing about y'all's finds and flips and all that stuff. Chris, haven't seen my comment, but you would be proud. I'm doing great. I'm super proud of you, Bobby. Appreciate you being here too. Sorry if I missed a comment or two. There's a lot of like tagging people back and forth. I'm putting together eBay clear polymail. Seeing longer now. Sorry if I'm missing some comments. You might just have to repeat them. There's just so much coming through. Appreciate everybody being here. 104 comments. Sometimes I'm going to miss a couple, not because I don't love you, just because there's a lot coming through. So I know there's a lot of like talking back and forth in ats. I usually just skip those if you're talking to someone else. 62 posted and 18 sold, 100% feedback. You're killing it, Bobby. That's awesome. Thanks so much for sharing that. I know you probably had to share that comment a couple of times, so thanks. Stephanie, thanks for the follow. Good to have you. We do this every morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Every weekday morning, I should say, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then we're over on YouTube and Facebook starting at 10. So you can get that kind of early bird special if you go over on TikTok and watch at 9:30. And we've been doing this every weekday morning since November the 2nd, I think was the first day. Do you put an inventory on clear poly bag in storage? Nope, I just put the bin number. That's it. Some people do it, and that's cool. I respect how people do their business. Rain here this morning. It is just beautiful sunshine. The wind has died down. I don't even think there's a cloud in the sky out there. Bobby, appreciate it. You all your positive energy, just the way that you kind of approach things. You're taking notes, you're asking questions, and you're going out there and doing it. So super proud of you. I think you're crushing it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Do you offer free shipping and free returns on suits? I don't offer free shipping on anything on eBay. So no, I don't offer it on suits, but I do offer free returns on suits. So when somebody returns something on eBay, I have free returns turned on, and I have 1 day handling time. So that gives me a 10% discount off of all my final value fees on eBay. So that's why I offer free returns, because I know that my 10% discount on final value fees is going to save me more money than what it costs me to pay to have a couple of returns a month sent back to me, if that makes sense, right? So I might save $40 on eBay fees by offering free returns. But I might get like my shipping for returns each month might be like $20 or something like that, right? So it's a net positive for me. My returns did not go up when I started offering free returns. I know that's a fear for a lot of people. If I offer free returns on eBay, everybody's going to return everything. Well, guess what? My return rate before I started offering free returns was 2.5%. My return rate after I started offering free returns is 2.5%. So for whatever that's worth. Gonna attempt the bins this weekend, manifesting worthy haul. That's awesome. I hope you find some great stuff at the bins. I applaud you for having the courage to lean into the bins. What is your best advice to someone who's new and wants to get started reselling? Monica, awesome question. I think the first thing to do to get started is go into your own closet and find some items that you're no longer wearing. They just don't fit right, or the style's changed, or you thought you bought it and you thought you'd like it and you really don't. Find those items, list those items, and go through the whole process of taking photos, figuring out the measurements, listing it, go through the process of getting offers from people and what that's all like. And then of course, once it sells, get comfortable, like start learning how to ship all those items out, so that any mistakes you make, which you're going to make mistakes when you're new in any business, any job, right? You make mistakes early on. If you accepted a new job with a new company, you're going to make mistakes because they have a different process or procedure, even if it's in the same industry. So the same will be true with eBay. So get some of those mistakes out early on some of the stuff that didn't cost you really any money, because it's already sitting in your closet. So I think that's a good way to get started. And pick one platform to get started. I wouldn't be cross-listing on your first day. Get comfortable, get really, really comfortable with a platform, and then move on to additional platforms. Maybe not everyone has to cross-list. Did offering free returns increase sales? It's one of those things. It's hard to know, Debbie, because sales go up and down from month to month anyway. So it's hard to know if free returns increase sales, because there's just no control group for it. Brands go up and down. So any increase in sale could have been attributed to a bunch of different things. Could it have been the free returns? Sure. But could it have been just, I have a lot of inventory that happened to go in season all at once? So it's just hard to measure. You always have a different inventory count at any given time. You have different items in your inventory because I have a lot of one-off stuff. So there's really no way to control it. If I carried the same inventory all the time, year after year, right? Like literally like an item, like I have 1,000 units of this item and I sell it all the time. And I turned on free returns and I saw a bump over that, month to month bump, and like a year to year. So like, last May to this May, if I see a bump again on items that are like the same item all year round, then I would be able to answer that question. It's just, when you have kind of one-off inventory, there's really no way to see like one small little change in your business. Is that the reason sales are up or down? It's just hard to know. Do you always list with accepting offers? Beach, no, I don't. There's some items that I know that are in demand, in season, and have high sell-through rates that I will list, and I'll just do fixed price on them, because I'll list it at a price I'm like, this is what it's worth. And if somebody wants to come buy it, they'll come buy it. So I do that with some of my items. I would say I have offers turned on for probably 90% of my listings, but there is that 10% that are really in demand. I'll just list them and wait for someone to come and pay that price. Bella, not sure if it's better to offer free shipping. Everybody's going to make their own decision about their business. To me, I see it as 6 one way, half dozen the other. You can run a good business with free shipping, and you can run a good business with charging the buyer shipping. I charge shipping for 99% of my listings. The buyer pays for the shipping. That's how I roll. There's a couple reasons I do that too. The first I already talked about, maybe you weren't in here. If you do 2 things on eBay, when I do returns on eBay, I have free returns turned on, which allows me to, so the buyer ships the item back, I pay for the return shipping, but I don't refund their initial shipping. And the reason I do that with free returns is it allows me to get 10% off my final value fees, because I offer free returns. I'm a top rated seller, and I offer handling time of 1 day or less. So that allows me to get 10% off my final value fees with eBay. But if somebody does return something, I pay for the return shipping, but I don't refund the initial shipping. So we each pay half. Unless I screwed something up, if I made a mistake, I put the wrong size or something and they returned it, then I pay shipping both ways. But it allows me to not pay shipping both ways by charging for shipping on the front end and offering free on the back end. How do you store items while you're listed? If you jump in 9:30 in the morning, you can see my actual storage. I go out in the morning, pick all the items out of inventory. So you can see that whole process. But essentially, I have a bunch of bins that are out in my garage. Each bin has a number on it. So when I put an item, when I list an item, I put it in a bin, call that bin number C4. I come back in, and in the custom SKU field on eBay, I put in C4. And there's also a custom SKU field on Vendu. There's a custom SKU field on Facebook, and there's a custom SKU field on Poshmark. Mercari ain't got it. What else does Depop doesn't have it, and Grailed doesn't have it. But that custom SKU field, when something sells, I can see exactly what bin it's in. I go grab it out of that bin. Thanks for the follow, Beach. Appreciate having you on board. eBay banned me for life with no reason, no warning. Sorry to hear that, user 8894. That's a total bummer. There's other platforms out there. You don't need eBay to have a reselling business. You can succeed on other platforms. So far, I've had better luck with buyer paid shipping. Gotcha. Cool. I've done both, by the way. I've offered free shipping in the past. I've gone back and forth on it. I honestly think it's a 6 one way, half dozen the other. I've literally run it both ways and haven't seen a statistical difference in sales. Very interesting approach to free returns. Pretty common, yeah. The way that I do it, it's not super novel. If you understand the top rated plus eBay thing, if you just read about it, just Google top rated plus and see what that all entails. You'll see, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. What percentage of your sales through eBay? Last year they were 51% eBay and 49% on the other platforms. This year the mix is a little bit different so far. Year to date, of course, it's a smaller sample size. But right now we're looking at, give me a second here. This is all on Jason Hayes' reseller spreadsheet. It tracks all this stuff. If you need a spreadsheet to kind of track multiple platform sales and just have some good metrics on your business, click the link up in my bio or go to chris@peak.com and you can get 10% off using the discount code ThanksChris10. That discount code's up at the link too. You can see it. So this month, and you can have these metrics right at your fingertips, which is really cool. eBay is 44% of my sales this year, so 2023, and Poshmark checks in at number 2 with 36%. So between eBay and Poshmark, I'm sitting at 80% of my sales between those two platforms. That's pretty typical. It usually hovers between 70 and 80% of my sales are between eBay and Poshmark. That was consistent with last year too. Thank you for the follow, user 88. When I started May 1st, when I started 5/1, changed from free shipping to buyer pays in doubt. Not sure I'm gathering. I don't think I understand that message, but maybe if you reword it, I'll understand it. Sorry. Didn't know about the top rated. So if you qualify, you get a discount on fees. 3 things, Aaron. First, you have to be a top rated seller. So that's the first thing. And that's based on metrics. If you want to know what are the metrics to be a top rated seller, just Google what are the metrics to be top rated seller on eBay, and it will pop up. It'll probably be your first result. So first, you have to qualify as top rated seller. Second, you have to offer free returns. Third, you have to offer 1 day handling time or less. And 1 day is not next day. 1 day handling time or less. And if you do those 3 things, you are then eBay top rated plus. You get a little badge that says eBay top rated plus on your listings, and you get that 10% discount on the final value fees. Biggest challenge in Canada is the high cost of shipping. I hear that a lot, K-Champ, but you're still competing. I guess in Canada, you're competing with other people who are paying the same shipping price, right? So it's just kind of, it's a level playing field, it's just a different field, right? But yeah, I can understand that challenge for sure. What do you consider a high sell-through rate? A good rule of thumb is something that's like 100% sell-through rate. So if you look at how many of those items have sold over the last 90 days compared to how many are listed currently today, if that's a 1-to-1 ratio or 100% or better, then that's a really good sell-through rate. But for different businesses, you can have different people have sort of different definitions of what is high. If you list on eBay and you automatically use the listing to populate another platform. I'm not sure. You might have to rephrase that, user 15. I'm not sure I understand that. Sorry. You're welcome, Aaron. I will be in the whole money-wise in the final deal. Thought I would be in the whole money-wise in the final deal. Posh TLC. Gosh, I'm going to try to. When I change 5-1 from free shipping to buyer pays in doubt, thought I would be in the whole money-wise in the final deal. Yeah, I don't know that I'm tracking that there. Comments were filtered. People are angry about something. That's interesting. Hope everyone's having a good day. Sending positive vibes. Even if you're angry, I hope you end up having a better day. I listed some items yesterday. Couldn't find the spot to enter my cost. That's hidden from the buyer. I listed some items yesterday. Couldn't find the spot to enter my cost. That's hidden from the buyer. I think you're talking about the custom SKU field. That's near the top if you're listing on your desktop, and I think it's at the bottom if you're listing on your phone. I forget. But yeah, it's called custom SKU. You'll search around. You can even do a Command F and just put in SKU. Command F on your browser. That's the find thing. And then just put in SKU, and it should find it on the page for you there. Yeah, it's there. Man, eBay does kind of charge a bit for fees. Yeah, what is it? 12.35% plus 30 cents per transaction. But that's pretty typical. All the platforms are somewhere in that ballpark. Mine appeared after so many listings, the SKU. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes people ask me about like the beginnings of like when I first started on eBay, and I'm like, geez, I don't really remember. It's just been a long time. And also eBay's changed over the years too. Bobby, I did a video on how to find the custom spot. It is under a tab. Have to Google it on. Under a tab, have to toggle it on. Gotcha. Okay. You might want to follow Humphrey Treasure Trunk if you want to see a video on how to find the custom SKU field. I guess you got to turn it on. Maybe I had to turn it on at the beginning of my time, but I just don't remember. It was a long time ago. I didn't have a custom SKU until I had 250 listings. That's interesting. Yeah, you might have to just Google that. I just don't know the answer. That might be something to Google. There might be some information from people on like a Reddit board or something like that. Do you have to make multiple listings to sell on multiple platforms, or do you sync them? I use a software platform called Vendoo. It's a web app, and I have it linked up in my profile if you want to check it out and do the free trial of it. So if you do sign up through that link, you'll get 25% off your first month, but you get a free trial first to check out and see how it works. So I use Vendoo. So I list my items on eBay, I import them into Vendoo, and then I use Vendoo to push those items out onto the other 5 platforms. So I make the one listing on eBay, import, and then Vendoo makes it easy for me to then go push those items out onto the other platforms. There is some manual work you have to do. It takes me usually about 90 seconds to get those items listed on 5 other platforms using Vendoo. So 90 seconds per item-ish. I had to turn mine on in Sellers Hub. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Sorry, I can't give you all a tutorial on how to turn on the SKU thing because if I had to do it, it was so many years ago that I just don't remember. So Google it. I'm sure you'll find some good information on it. All right, let's ship some stuff. Appreciate all this questions and comments. We got 2 orders out. We got our 3rd one going out the door. This one sold on Depop. This was a full price sale. Tommy Bahama. I pick up. For some reason, I've been finding these again. I used to find these like way back in the day in Denver all the time. I didn't find them as often in Florida, and I hadn't been finding them here in Asheville too often, but lately I've been finding them. So this is the 2nd one I think I sold in the last month. This one's a little different. It's like Usually they're cotton. This is, and like sometimes they're reversible too. This one's more of like a lightweight, like breathable, like polyester. I think it's like a polyester rayon blend. Anyway, it's sold on Depop for full asking price of $27 plus the buyer paid $6 shipping on this. So, and this is going to Denver, Colorado. What do you know? Thank you, Michael, for your order. We'll throw a little thank you card in there, sending some positive vibes out. How do I get to the seller hub? Posh, I would just probably, that would be a good Google thing. Just Google eBay seller hub, and then you're good. All right. So this is going to go, so anything that I sell on Depop, I'm going to ship using Pirate Ship. Depop does offer their own shipping, but I can get better prices on that from Pirate Ship, and I can pass that discount along to the customers. So I use Pirate Ship to ship all my orders on Depop, Mercari, and Grailed, and some Facebook stuff too, actually. And I do ship some international sales for eBay using Pirate Ship simple export rates. So Michael, thank you for the order of your Tommy Bahama. This is a size large, quarter zip. So full price order, 27 plus shipping. We'll throw this on the scale. So 27 plus 6 shipping. So the buyer's all in for $33 on this. Gonna open up my Pirate Ship. I'm going to copy and paste that address in from Depop. Going to Denver, Colorado. It's going in an envelope. It's in a 12 by 9 envelope. And that weighs in on the scale at 0 pounds, 10 ounces. So that's going to go at a 12 ounce rate, USPS first class. Oh, they put their 802110. 802110. The specified US zip code is invalid. 802110. 802110. That's interesting. So let's check out zip code 802110. There is no 802110 in the US. Interesting. So I think this person typed it wrong. Oh, they put too many characters. Huh. That's strange. So zip codes are typically 3 characters, and this person puts 6 characters in on their order. How does Depop even allow that to happen? How does somebody put in how does it allow somebody to put in a 6-digit zip code? That's super strange. 802110. But Denver zip codes, if I remember right, that's close. So it's 80211 should be the right one. 80211. Is located in northern Colorado. Let's see. Zip code map. 802. Okay, so I can actually confirm this because I know Denver pretty well, so I can just look at this and confirm. So he says he's on St. Paul. Okay. This is kind of I've never actually ran into this scenario in all the years of doing this, where somebody put in an incorrect zip code. How crazy is that? Have you ever run into that? Zip code is 5. Isn't that strange? Yeah, you're probably right. I think you're right. I'm looking it up. I'll get to the bottom of this. I ain't worried about it. Thank you for the follow, user 154. AWM's in the house. Good morning. Keo, good morning. Evelyn, interesting. Yeah, I agree. How does Depop, how do they have in their system set up a zip code in that's not 5 digits? How do they allow 6? That's such an easy thing when you're setting up a website with a form field. You just set up like what is required, right? It should be able to require 5 numbers, not even characters. It should just allow 5 numbers. Never mind, 6 is crazy. Yeah. So I'm going to get to I'm not worried about this. I'll get to the bottom of it. And I appreciate y'all's help. I'll figure it out. All right. So we're just going to do some Google search grab here. So I'm just going to see where this address is. confirm that it is in the neighborhood. I'm looking at there's a map of the zip code map. All right. No, that's not the right zip code for that area. That's a North Denver zip code, but it looks like there should be an 80203. 80203. So let me zoom out here. It should be just south of Denver, Glenville. Yeah, that's not 802. How did this even happen? So I'm looking at a zip code map, and you can literally look like at the neighborhoods and what zip code is for that area or neighborhood or whatever. And this person's address is in south part of Denver, south of downtown. And 80210 maybe. Let me go back in here. They said 80211, 802. 80210 is what it should be. Let me just confirm that on this other source. 80210. Cool, that's it. 80210. 80210. How strange is that? 80210. So they doubled the one up. 80211, it's 80210. All right, so 12 by 9. It's a 12-ounce rate. We got it done. It's first class. The joys of reselling sometimes, right? How do you manage same-day shipping? Do you ship at the end of the day? How does that work? I don't do same-day shipping. I do one-day handling. So on eBay, there's a bunch of different things you can do. You can do same-day shipping. You can do next-day shipping. You can do one-day handling time, or you can do 2 days handling time, or 3 or 5 or 10, whatever. I do one-day handling time. So technically, an order that comes in right now, I don't have to ship that really until I don't have to ship that until Monday, because it doesn't count. It doesn't count Saturdays and Sundays. It's work days, business days, if you will. I ship every morning. I ship at 9:30. I do it live. You see everything that I ship. I do it live at 10 o'clock here on YouTube and Facebook, 9:30 on TikTok. Do you maybe allow the extended zips? Do they maybe, but it shouldn't allow 6 characters. There's no, I mean, that's easy. You don't need like an advanced software engineer, a senior software engineer with 15 years of experience to come in and be able to put in specifically what is allowed in the zip code field. That is a Depop fail for sure. I don't know, Depop, can you message? I can message them to confirm, but I just looked up their address and their neighborhood and confirmed on 2 different sites that that's the correct zip code. They just fat fingered the one, they hit it twice. Why is eBay so slow? Thank goodness for Grailed and Posh. My eBay has been slow too. It's the other platforms that are kind of carrying me, but I do need eBay to pick up. I'd like eBay to pick up. That would be really helpful. Thank you, Libra Girl. Thanks for the follow. I go live every weekday on TikTok at 9:30. And if you like Facebook and YouTube, I'm also live currently there. We kick that on at 10 o'clock every weekday. 10 Eastern, I should say. Just started up a Grailed account. Any pointers? I'm not really a Grailed expert. I just cross-list onto it. So I don't really have any specific pointers for Grailed. Just list your items. Take good photos. Include measurements. Include good description of the condition of the items, just like you would do on other platforms. If you found a Woolwich jacket, would you list it now or in the fall, winter? Surf's up. What's up, brother? Thanks for popping in. No, I sell stuff year round. It doesn't cost me any more money to list that item today, even if it doesn't sell till September. It doesn't cost me more money to list it now or take me more time to list it now than it will in September. So why wait, right? It's a fixed. It's the same amount of time and energy. And even if it's a 1% chance it sells this summer, which it's higher than that, why not list it now? Same amount of time invested. Solomon spelled it wrong on your sweater. AWM, you crazy. What items do you sell on Grailed? Kind of everything. A lot of Grailed started as like a premium, unique, vintage, high-end designer sort of platform, but honestly, I sell a little bit of everything on there. Lost now. I missed something there. Cruise to Alaska months or May through September. There you go. Oh, list now. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah. So for me on this topic, and I know Surfs Up Finds, by the way, if you're not following Surfs Up Finds, give him a follow. He's definitely worth a follow. He has a great business model. He really knows his stuff and he really loves teaching. He is a teacher, literally. That was his profession before he went full-time reseller. Great person to follow. But I know he's just poking the bear a little bit with this, and that's fine. That's cool. It's a good discussion. There's no right or wrong way to run your business. If you wait to list your wintertime item in the winter, that's cool. I respect it. But I choose to list my stuff as soon as I get it. And part of the reason what influences that is I'm like a quote unquote outdoorsman. So I actually buy a lot of winter things that people think, especially people from Florida, think are wintertime items like fleeces and hoodies, puffy jackets. Somebody who's a Cat Sunrise Listings Cat. She found a Primaloft jacket. It was a good brand too. I forget the brand, but it was a Primaloft jacket. And she says, I think I'm going to buy and hold this till the fall. I'm like, no. That's a packable Primaloft jacket. So it's almost like down. Primaloft is a polyester. It's a synthetic version of down. It's not actually down. Down is natural. But Primaloft is a proprietary brand of polyester fill that's a good insulation. It keeps you warm and it's packable and you put it in your backpack, right? So as someone who hikes 3 times a week, right? Like I have a polyester jacket like that in my backpack all the time, right? So people like pick up their hiking typically this time of year and they go, when you're hiking, a lot of times you're going up into the mountains and it gets colder and you need to be prepared for changing temperatures and stuff like that. So a lot of people, and especially in May, a lot of these outdoor items really sell. You'll see big sales for Memorial Day and right around May. REI, Eastern Mountain Sports, places like that, Evo, they get really busy because people are buying, really they buy all seasons in May because they're buying summertime stuff, tank tops, hiking shirts that are lightweight and polyester. Yeah, they're buying that stuff. But as they're hiking, that's what they're starting their hike in. And then as they get up to the top, they're putting on a heavier layer, right? They're putting on a Primaloft or a down layer and or putting on a rain jacket, up there too, if it starts raining or it's windy. Do you see what I mean? So it's actually like a lot of, it's particularly like things that's like tech outdoor gear, like Primaloft or down or rain jackets, fleece. Fleece is a great layer. I always have fleece with me, like those things people are actually buying like crazy right now. So for me to wait on those items till September and October, you're just kind of not, you're not thinking about that buyer who's like me, who's out there hiking. And there's a lot of those people and they tend to spend a lot of money. Those brands can be really expensive at places like REI and stuff like that. So, and also a lot of traditional retailers carry less of that stuff in the summertime months. So it becomes harder to find retail. So where do people turn to? They turn to your store on eBay or Poshmark or Grailed or whatever. That's my little rant on that though. Grailed, what is that? A platform? Yep. Grailed is a platform. It's one of the 6 that I list on. People will need warmer gear. Yep. If you're international shipping, it's fall. Yep. And I ship internationally on 3 platforms I ship internationally on. So that is a thing for me. But also it's always cold in Colorado somewhere in the summertime. If you're going, people are hiking the 14,000 foot mountains. Usually you start doing a lot of that like late summer, July, August, September, right? But yeah, people need that cold weather gear to go up into the high altitude stuff. So the snowboard bands, yeah. And of course, premium stuff sells year round no matter what. If you have high sell through rate items, so things where you don't have a ton of a competition and there is a lot of demand, those items, I don't care what season it is, it's going to sell. You'll sell snowboard pants in July. You'll sell quilted flannel shirts, like lined flannel shirts in July. It's crazy. I can remember being in Denver. I forget what the item was. It was like a big, heavy jacket. And it was July, and it was literally 100 degrees in Denver. 100 degrees was the high temperature. And I sold this like big, heavy jacket in July. I'm like, that's crazy, But I forget where it was shipping to, but it was probably somewhere where it wasn't colder. People go on vacations all the time too, Someone was talking about Alaska cruises or whatever. Who was that? That was Bush Mama. Alaska cruises happen in the summertime. It's cold in Alaska in the summertime. It's cold in Asheville, apparently in May too. All right, so that's $5.04. Did I ever print off the shipment label, or are we just talking? So this is going to Denver. Thank you, Michael. We got your zip code right. Don't you worry. You're going to get this lickety split. $5.04. We'll buy that label. We'll print it off. What a saga with the incorrect zip code. I don't think that can happen on eBay. I don't think it'll allow you to put in 6 digits as your zip code. It will give you an error message. But apparently it doesn't give you an error message on Depop. But we solved it. Oh. But we solved it. We figured it out. What's going What is the plan to take over the world? What are you going to get done today? It's got to make you say, today was a successful day. Got to feed the machine and list items. I do too. Not today, but this weekend I'm going thrifting. Yay. I love that energy. Yeah, even though it's going to rain probably. Ugh. Not a good day to be inside. It's raining outside. You'll be in the thrift store. You'll be buying all kinds of cool stuff. Angela Michelle, she's going to be in the thrift store with her rain jacket tied around her waist because she just came in. It was raining, and she's just going to find all kinds of cool stuff. She's going to find like Peter Millar golf polos that are going to sell fast this time of year. She's going to find herself a nice like North Face fleece jacket. She's not going to wait till September to list that because she knows that someone's going to go hiking next weekend and they're going to want that North Face layer to when it gets cold up near the summit. So she's got to take that home. She's got to list it, but she's going to have a great day at the thrift store. I can just tell. Just when I could take a work break and get to a thrift store for some retail therapy. I like it, Hunter. Retail therapy. How many items do you have going out today? 3 items going out today. They're all packed. They're all shipped. They're all in this little bin down below. Yesterday, I beat it by $4. Let's see. For me, a successful day is hitting my daily sales goal. That's cool. Which I set to 25% more than last year of same day. Gotcha. Looking. You know, all these companies, they're like, no, work from home is evil. Nobody's doing anything. They're not getting any work done there at home. And then you go to their work and they have a Cinco de Mayo party with freaking pickleball, right? Like, that does sound like fun though, but you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of silly. But a list today, then work in the garage. So nice, Debbie. I like it. This company is chill. No, I get it. I'm not making fun of what you got going on. Just kind of more poking more broadly. Companies have like all sorts of like systemic things built into their culture that distract people from work. But they think that like working from home is the devil. I think we might be live again up on Facebook and YouTube. I think it might have maintained the stream. I don't know. See if it seems like the people are still in there. If I can get a heck yeah, I'm still here in YouTube or Facebook. I didn't have my computer plugged in. I didn't even realize it. Now we hear you, but we don't see you. Audio is back, but no video. I just toggled video on and off. We'll see if that works. It's interesting. User error. Yeah, that's right. Don't cross the streams. Let me know if that, I just toggled the camera on and off. Maybe that worked. Let me know if that worked. Yeah, I just didn't have my computer plugged in, so obviously it died when it got low battery. That's how it works, I guess. But not sure if the video is back or not. It sounds like audio is back, but you can't get confirmation now if me toggling the video on and off, if that helped over there. I can confirm it on my end too. On Facebook. Okay, cool. Thank you, Evelyn. Sorry for the blip there. User error. I'd like to blame that on something else, but that was me being a bonehead and not plugging in my computer. So Facebook's good. Let's check YouTube and see if I screwed it up. Video's back. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Literally user error. This is my research time while I'm at my 9 to 5 for the man. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. That's great, Neil. Glad you're taking notes and doing your research. Super smart, super smart. Thanks for bearing with me on Facebook and YouTube. User error. Plug in your computer, y'all. There's a pro tip. I'm going to go ahead and take these packages outside. If you're on TikTok, you're coming with me. Whether you like it or not, if you're on YouTube and Facebook, I'll be back in a sec. BRB. Got the house to myself this morning. Things up by the back. So interestingly, my you won't be able to see this on YouTube and Facebook, but I came home, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? The postal worker left one of these on the front porch. So never had one of those before. I know they sometimes leave them for people who ship out a lot of stuff every day, but I've always had my little bins, so nobody's ever given me one of those. Let's see. I had a weird problem. Sorry, this is a chapter 3 from Stuart Mann. A weird problem today. I tried this for the first time yesterday. I had 54 offers I could send out on eBay. Every Monday, I send 10% offers to people. I tried to select all and send 10% discount. eBay sent out 10 offers on 4 of the, sorry, the whole thing won't fit on the screen. Sent out $10 offers on 4 of the 54 instead of 10%, and they accepted. I still made money, but very frustrating. I'd be really mad too. I'd be really mad about that too. That's crazy. So it sent out $10 offers on 4, and the other, I guess if I'm doing my math right, the other 50, it did do it right. It sent 10% offers on those, 10% off, but $10 total offers on the other 4. That's crazy. I don't use that tool. I don't use that bulk offer tool. I just send offers as watchers as they roll in. I'm kind of like checking, like maybe a couple times a day. I'll just like look at my phone. I'll do it right now. We'll see what happens here. See if I have any. Yeah, send offer to buyers. We'll send a few right now. I just kind of do them as I go. I don't do that bulk one. So 22 on this one. I'm usually doing about 10 or 15% off. Typically 10% off is pretty typical for me. Somebody's watching this this Filson piece right here. Oh, I don't want to send that offer. That's too low. Oops. I almost pulled a Stewart right there. 64. Yeah, I don't know how that works, Stuart. I just don't use that feature on eBay. I wish I could add some color, some advice to that. I just don't know. TikTok just got quiet. Everybody's working over there. Everyone's sending offers to buyers right now. All right, so that concludes today. I'm shipped. I'm caffeinated, ready to go. I'm gonna sit down now. Well, not sit down. I'm gonna pivot over. I got my photo section all set up over here. So I'm going to pivot over, do some photos on over there. And but wishing everybody an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out live for a little bit, shipping out orders, asking some cool questions. We covered some cool ground today. I feel like it was kind of fun. I had fun. Hope you had fun too. Food she craves. I don't send offers anymore. That's cool. I respect it. eBay is so slow. Not even offers to send. Jeez. Yeah, I've been slow on eBay too. Wishing everybody maybe a little perk up in sales over the next couple of days. Maybe it'll be one of those times where we all have like a really good weekend. Back in the day, it used to be like really big weekends. Evelyn, we did our quote earlier on. We can revisit our quote of the day. See if I can find it really quick. I don't think I screenshotted it, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Sorry. Just try one thing. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, I didn't screenshot it, unfortunately. I shared one from my feed earlier, but it's not there on the feed anymore. Something else replaced it. You know how Facebook works. Take advantage of cheap priority while it lasts. I will, AWM. Thank you. We'll do another quote tomorrow. I already forget the quote that I shared earlier, but you can. So I would say it's on the recording on YouTube and Facebook, but it's not because we did it before that. Evelyn, that means you probably missed Jason earlier this morning too. We had a guest over on TikTok. Sending you likes until you end for appreciation. Appreciate that, Brooke. Appreciate all of you tapping the screen. Of course, Bold North. Right as we're signing off, Dustin jumps in. Dustin, thanks for popping in. Hope you have an awesome day. New logo. Who this? That's right. That's my new logo. What you think? Let me know what you think about it. I didn't pop the new logo over on Facebook. I got to go Facebook and YouTube. I got to go do that. Caught Jason. Awesome. Cool. Everybody, awesome day. If you're outsourcing, hope you find some cool stuff. I hope you take the extra second to look up something that maybe you haven't heard of before and it turns out to be worth good money. Always value that learning first. And hopefully you have some great sales, right? Well, maybe these platforms pick up a little bit for you. Let's do this again tomorrow, Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern on TikTok, 10 a.m. Eastern on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks everyone for hanging out. My day's a lot more fun when you spend some time with me in the morning. Bye, bye, bye. See you, Bold North. See you, Evelyn. Bye, Angela, Michelle, Stuart. Peace.